wait a couple more minutes, y'all. See if anybody else joins the live. I hope we don't get a copyright on the music. I just put on something on YouTube. Gotta go with the 80s. Yes, I will make stock trout videos soon. I just got the Parks and Wildlife stocking report, and it looks like early January is the closest one where I can go do it, and absolutely will do that. Just give it a couple more minutes, see if anybody else wants to join. We'll get right into it. I got a smorgasbord of 6 cents baits, all from Dick's Sporting Goods. Until December 2nd, they are having a sale, and I'm not affiliated with either one, 6 cents or Dick's Sporting Goods. But Dick's Sporting Goods has 6 cents hard baits only. They're having a buy 3 get 3 free sale, and that's a great deal. So I bought 9, ended up getting 18, and I bought some in the store for the same deal. But online, they seem to have a better selection and better color and different colors. So if you're watching, shout out. You can also send me a DM or an email, ZKing, and I'll send you the. We'll talk about the fishing trip, and because you're watching my videos, I'll give you $25 off a guided trip on Lake Travis, and I should be able to start taking trips again next week. So anyway, it's 2 after. Let's get right into it. So as I said, I'm going to turn this down. B-52s. So as I said, DickSportingGoods.com has a sale on 6 cents hard baits only. Buy 3, get 3 free. So as I said, I bought 9 and I ended up with 18. So here we go. Drop a comment in the chat. I will answer the question. Any questions? Yeah, who needs scissors? What are we, babies up in here? You guys get first peek. I don't even remember what I bought. I had to stop myself from buying more. So, 6 cents speed wake. This one's beat up. This box is beat up. This is a super cool bait to fish over the grass beds in the springtime and in the late winter time. And look at this color. It's almost translucent behind there. What is the color called? Shad blood, I guess because of the red markings on the side. I love this speed wake. It is a heavy bait. It's 5/8 of an ounce, but that's okay. And I have fished them, and they do catch fish. And one thing I like about 6 cents is the hooks are super sharp right out of the box, and they have high quality components. Like even the split rings are super high quality. So that's bait number 1. Only 17 more to go. For heavy vegetation, do you using a crankbait? I like to find out how deep it is. Right now, the hydrilla is between 5 and 10 feet deep. Why is my alarm going off? Let's get rid of that. Right now, my the hydrilla is between 5 and 10 feet deep. You want to get your lure down into that vegetation. Crankbaits, swim baits, and spinner baits are all working. Wacky rigs, what you do is you find the bait and you crank it down into the weeds, and then you pop it free. Crank down, contact the weeds, pause. If it's hung up in the weeds, that's actually even better. Pop it free. If you get a bite and miss it, throw back in a wacky worm or a swim bait. I like, and it's hard to say exactly what brand or what to throw because it depends on the depth the hydrilla is at. And a lot of times, the fish will be either on the inside edge or the outside edge. The inside edge is going to be easier to fish with a moving bait, and they're usually more active. The outside edge, they're easier to catch with a drop shot, a Tokyo rig, or if you have the patience for it, a wacky rig, let it fall straight down. So 6 cents movement L7. It's another kind of a wake bait style crankbait. These all sat in a warehouse somewhere. They're all dirty and dusty. This is the threadfin shad color. You can't go wrong with shad colors. Can you see this okay? Hey Oakley, what's up buddy? Oh no, you're good bro. This is only the second bait. 4 to 8 feet. Yes, in ponds, I would use a small crankbait, or I would use a wacky rig, and just make sure you get it down right above those weeds. I don't actually try to keep the swim baits from snagging in the weeds. I want to find out where the weeds are and how deep they are, and then I'm going to alter my retrieve speed once I figure that out. You really want to feel the bait get down into the weeds. You don't let it sink into the weeds. Real slow. When you start to feel it getting mushy, lift up your rod tip and reel a little bit faster. Sometimes that will trigger a strike too. So this is the Movement L7 in the threadfin shad color. Can y'all see these okay? Let me know. No, don't start over, Oakley. This is only 2. Z King's a native Austinite. Oakley's a San Antonian. Is that how you say it? Oh, San Antonio? I don't know. I'm from Santone. Santone. 2 baits down. I can't remember what I bought. A Quake 80 suspending. Now, I don't throw a lot of lipless baits, but this is one I will throw because it does not sink, it suspends. This is the gold with a black back. Now, this one would be good over the submerged weeds, but you fish it the same way. You cast it, you let it, and it very slowly drops in the water, and you really want to count it down. How many seconds does it take before it contacts something? So you hit the water, give it a little movement, let it drop. Movement, drop. When you feel it hit the weeds, and you can feel it if you have good sensitive rod and nice line and fluorocarbon line, then you give it a pop, and it'll pop right out of the weeds, and that will trigger a strike a lot of times. The Quake 80 lipless crankbait, it suspends. This is a killer on Lake Travis in the winter. If you have the patience to fish it slow, you have to fish these slow. I hope y'all can see me okay. 3 down. Thanks, Z King. Yep. All right, 3 down. Another Quake 80 suspending. And again, I don't throw a lot of lipless crankbaits, but I do in the wintertime. And I love these suspending ones. This is more of a shad pattern. It's the shad scales. I will throw the gold one in cloudy conditions, and I will throw this one in clear conditions, especially if it's windy. Again, this one will suspend. And I have fished these successfully, and actually you can fish them right up on the shoreline. They don't really dive until you start to retrieve. So, Quake Suspend 80 shad scales. I would go to Mansfield Dam Park. If you live in Austin, it's going to be the 2 things. Number one, the closest one to you. And there's lots of bank access. You could easily fish for an hour up and down the banks. And you can even get over towards Sometimes Island. And if you're feeling froggy, the water is only about 2.5, 3 foot deep between the shore and the actual island itself. And so if you're feeling froggy, you can wade across, and that will give you that whole Sometimes Island. I would go to Sometimes Island and Mansfield Park, Dam Park. This is the Movement L7. It's the same as that. We got a different color. We have bluegill. So I will fish this again. If I see a lot of bluegill in the shallows, sunny conditions a lot of times, you'll see the bluegill up shallow in the winter. They're warming up. They will spawn sooner than the bass. So when you see bluegill up shallow, you pull this guy out. And it doesn't die more than a foot or 2. And it's fairly heavy, half ounce or more. You want to throw it on a casting rod. I like 7 to 7.5 foot medium action Lew's rods and reels. I usually use 10-pound fluoro with these lures. I might go up to 14, but 10 pound usually in Travis. So the Movement L7. We are 5 baits down. Oh, that's the end of that. Bag number 2. I don't know why they sent this in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different packages. This one only has 1 in it. This is a crankbait, Z-King, that you can fish in the situation you're talking about. This actually is a Crush 50S Silent. It weighs, I want to say 3/8 of an ounce, so you can throw it on spinning tackle. This one will only dive down about 3 or 4 feet max. So if you're fishing those ponds and you know where the substructions are, and you're pretty sure you're not going to get hung up, you can cast this kind of a size of a square bill lure, and right over that submerged grass. What color is this? Crush 50S Silent in the shad pattern. Why silent? Well, parts of Lake Travis, especially down towards the dam, have super clear water. Well, okay, not super clear as far as it is for people up north, but it has clear water. And on a lot of times, especially on sunny days, the rattles in some of these baits will actually turn the fish off. So I will turn to a silent, no rattles. You're just hearing the hooks rattling in the box. Shad pattern. Next box. Ooh. We might save that one. Next bag. Yes, I would use any of the lures we're using here. I would use rooster tails. Yes, rooster tails. I love me a rooster tail. Very effective. Use chartreuse and gold blades in cloudy conditions. Use white or silver with silver blades. And sunny, especially if it's windy. And you want to retrieve the medium to slow. They want to be above the bottom because they'll get snagged for sure. But you also want to mimic an injured bait fish. So I would use small swim baits. I would use rooster tails. And I would use small shallow diving crankbaits. All right, what's next? The Crush Flat 75X in pumpkin seed sunfish. Wintertime a lot of times is flat sided crankbait season. The reason why is it has less of a side to side wobble like this. These lures, if you compare them to your other crankbaits, they're very narrow. They're flat sided. And this particular one will dive down 4 or 5 feet, and it does have internal rattles, but it doesn't have that big wobble through the water. It has more of a tight wiggle like this as it comes through the water. So, a flat-sided shad. This would also work at Mansfield Dam. You want to avoid lures, I think, other than soft plastics, that dive deeper than 4 or 5 feet, because you're going to lose a bunch and you're going to get snagged. If the fish are active, they will bite in the top 5 feet of the water column. What's next? We have 2 more Crush 50S Silents. We have Mudgill and Chartreuse Pro Blue. I would use the chartreuse. This one's got a black back. I would use the chartreuse in a cloudy day or muddier water if it's off-colored. And again, no rattles. Sometimes the rattles make a difference. My friend Justin caught a 5-pounder the other day on a baby bass colored one of these over some hydrilla in a bright sun. So it does matter. Golly, these are hard to break into. I don't want to just destroy the box completely. This is also a Crush 50S Silent in a Madgill. This one's mad. I would fish this in the same situations I would fish the chartreuse one. A little bit off-colored water, maybe after a cold front, when the fish are a little less active. That's when you fish a silent one. What you think, Oakley? You still there? All right, we're getting in there. This one feels like it only has one lure in it. Another Speed Wake. I love these things. Jant Juice. I don't know who names these things, but man, they got the coolest names. The names of most of their lures and the colors. Oh yeah. This is kind of a chartreusey, white and lavender. I'm gonna fish this in low light conditions or dirtier colored water, especially over shoreline structure in less than 2 or 3 feet of water and grass. So we got the Speed Wake. Again, these are almost an ounce. So you'll definitely want to fish this on a 7.5 foot medium heavy casting rod with 12 to 14 pound fluoro in Lake Travis. Other people would say go much heavier, but you don't need to. In Lake Travis, you just don't need to. If you're tying your knots right, you don't need to go heavier than 10 to 14 pound test. All right, what we got here? Here's the answer for you. Mini 25X. This one, hey Oakley. Pizza. Love pizza. I think we're having chicken soup for dinner. We've been a little under the weather here. Mini 25X. You asked about lures you can throw in ponds, shallower water. This is your boy right here. You can throw this on spinning rod. It's the Mini 25X. This one's baby bluegill color. And these are 1/8 of an ounce. It's got to be heavier than that. 1/4 ounce. I can't read. 1/4 ounce. And they mimic the size of the bluegill, juvenile bluegill. So let's keep it rolling. We're a little more than halfway done. Now this sale ends, and I'm not affiliated with any of them. I just like to give good information for good stuff. This sale ends December 2nd. So you can either go to the store or you can order online. I got these online, and they came within 3 days. Now, unfortunately, they came in like 7 boxes. Another Movement L7. Chartreuse, kind of a gold gunmetal back. Lavender belly. Yes, I will fish this over grass in a little bit of discolored water. I hope y'all are enjoying this live. It's too nasty outside to go outside. All right, Crush Flat 75, another flat-sided bait. I haven't looked at these. I haven't even, obviously y'all know I haven't even opened the box yet. Here we go. Oh, I like this one. Look how translucent that is. Can y'all see? Let me see if you can see through it. I'm gonna wait till my phone catches up. You can see right through that bait. This thing is the Ghost Pro Shad. This thing's 5/8 of an ounce. Look how thin that is. It's got big knocker rattles. You're gonna fish this in clear water and on sunny days in the same place you'd fish a square bill. I didn't steal them, Oakley. DickSportingGoods.com has a huge sale only till December 2nd, bro. There's no promo code, nothing. You just go right on there. Hell, I'll show you on my iPad. I'll show you. DickSportingGoods.com. Right here. 6 cents lures. Right here. 6 cents lures. All not the soft baits. All right, we got the flat 75. What do we got? Another Crush Mini 25X. Did I buy more than one of these? Custom bluegill and baby bluegill. I don't know what the difference is. So these are Mini 25Xs. This is custom bluegill, and then there's baby bluegill. Oh, the hook's jacked up on this one. But this is the one you're going to fish in your ponds, and you can fish it with heavier spinning tackle right here. My guide clients, I tie that on a spinning rod and they can throw that. And it works just fine. And the fish really love it. Anytime the fish are spitting out bluegill or you see bluegill in the shallows, throw a bluegill colored bait. This one's basically the same thing. All right, we got a Crush Flat 75X. Yeah, I know, it is nice. Crush Flat, another flat-sided bait. Really good in the wintertime. Jant Juice again. It's kind of a purple back with a chartreuse white fading to white. Again, really good in the wintertime. This thing will probably dive 4 or 5 feet. Questions? Let me know. I will answer them if I know the answer. And like I said, I'm not affiliated with any of these, so if you guys want to support my channel, just subscribe, like my videos. I am so close to being monetized. Like this week, I think. So please keep watching my videos. Yeah, I like it too. Jant Juice. If you come down to Austin and fish with me, Oakley, I'll give you one. Here's another one of the Quake 80 suspending baits. This is probably my favorite color. It's a translucent shad color. What do they call it? Shad burst, but it's translucent. Basically black white with a little green on top. And it's the suspending version. I don't like the ones that just sink instantly. You have to fish them too fast, and I like to fish slow. It hits the water and it kind of suspends, and then you pull it and it dives a little bit, suspends. Pull it, dives, suspends. There's your winter grass bait right there. Almost there, guys. I think someone else joined. Drop a comment. Let me know who you are. What's up? 7 foot. I would use your 7-foot rod. I would not go higher than 10 or 12 pound test in Lake Travis, especially at Mansfield Dam because the water is much clearer there. And I would use any of these smaller crankbaits that we're talking about, a shad colored swim bait on an 1/8 ounce jig head or an 1/8 ounce rooster tail. That's what I would tie on to start with. All right, we got the last. I don't know why they didn't all come in one box, but they didn't. What a waste of packaging. Who would they think they are? Amazon right now? All right, this is the last bait. Another speed wake, and I love this color. Sensory Shad, best for last. Well, I'll be here in March. Hit me up ahead of time and you and I'll go fishing, bro. Sensory Shad, look how translucent that is. Clear water bait over grass, and if you have submerged timber structure, Lake Travis has a lot of areas where there's a ledge with rocks, and you can burn that right over that ledge. Pause it, let it come up, burn it. Awesome. Speed wake. What do y'all think about this type of live video? I'm going to just start doing all my unboxings live, I think. I mean, it saves it to YouTube anyway. I can edit it again if I want to. And it kind of gives me more interaction with you guys, which I like that. So that's it. That's 18 baits. Right there. Woo! Party time. And I'll be throwing some of those next week when I go out fishing, and we'll see how we do with it. So a couple more minutes, basically done for the moment. And then y'all ask any questions, and then we'll end it. I think my wife's just got off work, so I'm going to go and hang out with her. Put these back in a box. Tomorrow's video. Oh, God, excuse me. I was catching fish in a very specific way in a tiny urban pond. I literally had to fish a specific bait in a specific way, and it took me a few minutes to figure it out. But once I did, we caught some decent, well, they're not big fish, but it's an urban pond. A little neighborhood pond in Cedar Park. I use Google Maps. I just find all these little ponds, like the mud hole one from yesterday. Literally use Google Maps to find all these places. And then I just drive by. If they look promising, I stop and fish. If they don't, or they're private property, I'm like, oh well, move on. So, last chance, guys. Comments, questions, let me know what you think. Please go back and just watch one of my other videos tonight. I really want to break that 4,000 watch hour threshold today if I can. to get to the monetization threshold. Yep, 12-pound line. I like to use green line or clear. I don't like to use colored line, but I think it doesn't matter as much. Another trick you can do is if you have colored line, get a Sharpie, and I don't have any line anywhere near me, but if my finger's the line and your Sharpie, put dashes like SOS dot codes, like Morse code on the line. It'll break up the silhouette of the line in the water. Yep, that will work. You know, you use what you got, Z-Man, Z-King. That's literally it. You use what you got. And if you got a 7-foot rod and reel setup with 12-pound line, then that's what you use. That's what you got. I mean, my favorite way to fish is ultralight and microlight. I've even done full bass fishing videos with only my micro. And yeah, you're probably not going to catch an 8-pounder, but I've got 5-pounders on micro setups, and you'll catch a lot of fish. All right, Oakley. All right, Z-King. I appreciate both of you. I appreciate everyone. Please, if you have the time, just go back and watch 1 or 2 of my other videos tonight. Please. I'm not begging. Well, yeah, I am, kind of. I really want to hit that threshold of 4,000 watch hours, and I'm that close. So, see you tomorrow for the live, for the premiere of the next video. It's on my channel. So, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, share. Yes, I have the fish vault. Dang it, Oakley. I'm going to do an unboxing of that next week because I just got my new one, should be in this week. And I've had one so far, but I didn't do a live unboxing. I am going to do an on the water review of the products that were in it. And actually it was quite providential because last month's fish vault had Frog Talk suit, and the day me and Justin, my buddy, were going fishing, it was just nasty and wet, and I used it and it was great. So PB 1.38, all fish are good fish, man. I don't discriminate against any fish. A tiny little fish is welcome in my boat, and I've caught 10-pound bass out of Lake Travis. They're welcome in my boat. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow at 7:30 with the premiere of the Urban Bank Fishing video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I'm going to do more of these. This was actually fun. I was at first not looking forward to it, but I really enjoyed it. So, 6 Sense Lures, DickSportingGoods.com. Buy 3, get 3 free. I mean, that's a hell of a deal. Does expire on Saturday, though, December 2nd. So, y'all take care.